Hello and welcome to the second episode of Driving Value. My name is Chris Smith and this episode is about the sport utility vehicle, the SUV. James and I will take a look at what MG have to offer, as well as chat with our good friends at Ollie. But first, it's time to look at the most popular segment of the market, SUVs, with our old friend, James Ward. So James, I want to talk SUVs because it seems we have them everywhere you look. Driveways, car parks, school pickup, every second car is an SUV. Why are they so popular?
You're actually correct that every second car is an SUV because over 50% of the Australian new car market are SUVs. These are the cars that are basically being designed to replace everything that we've seen before. They are the Swiss Army knife of cars. You sit a little bit higher, so they're easy to get in and out of. You've got the wagon back, so you've got a very flexible interior, lots of functionality that families are looking for. And as you can see behind us, you've got varying sizes from small all the way up to, pretty considerable size cars. But these are what manufacturers are building. There's not so many station wagons coming through. There's not even so many hatchbacks. The car brands are all putting their effort and energy into the SUV platform because they know that's what people are going to buy, and it's exactly what people are buying.
And the ones behind us, we have got quite an array here, starting with the MG.
Yeah, so the MG ZS here is showing, it's a small SUV, it's one of the most popular in that segment, but it's also one of the most affordable new cars on the Australian market. That car starts from a bit over $25,000 on the road. The most affordable SUV in Australia is $23,990. You can get a Cherry Tiggo 4 or a Mahindra 3XO. Now they're quite small, but you've got good safety equipment, good technology on board. And what we're seeing with cars like that and the MG, you've got an incredible amount of value coming in at well under $30,000. So for a new car buyer that may be on a budget, you are getting a lot of car for your money if a small platform is what you want.
And what about the Haval next to it? Beautiful looking car, really like the look of this.
Yes, the GWM Haval H6. So this is a medium-sized SUV. This is the top-selling segment in Australia. MG and GWM here, these are both Chinese brands. They're putting a lot of value into cars. They're full of technology. They've got a lot of safety equipment. And as you can see, they're quite nicely presented as well. But this is a segment where we know a lot of people are just looking for that everyday car. This is the quintessential Australian family car now, a medium-sized SUV. And if you are shopping and you've got a budget, well, there's plenty of value to be had there.
And here's where things get a little bit interesting, because what we do have with us is two, not one, but two Hyundai Santa Fe, award-winning Hyundai Santa Fe, should I ask?
Yeah, that's right. The Santa Fe is the 2025 Drive Car of the Year. So it is considered by us to be the best new car you can buy in Australia right now. It's a large SUV, 3 rows, 7 seat. But the reason we've got two of them is to kind of say, well, depending on where your value is and where your budget is, you can get the car that you need and also maybe the car that you like, because we've got an entry-level Santa Fe here and we've got the top spec calligraphy. Now, we've also got one as hybrid, one as petrol, just to show that you've got this variance throughout that you can choose. But whatever is in that driveline, if you buy a hybrid base model, it's the same car that underpins the top of the range one. It's just you're getting nicer seats or a bigger sunroof or a better sound system and things that are nice to have versus everything on the base model that you need to have, like safety equipment and all of your basic infotainment functions.
All right, this is the ZS.
Yep.
This is the petrol version.
Yep, it comes in a petrol and a hybrid, and the ZS has been, like we said, this is a tremendous value leader, and the previous generation was a top seller. This is the new generation car selling big volumes. You're going to see these things all over the streets because it starts from like 25 grand drive away. This one's a bit more, you've got a sunroof, you've got a few other bits and pieces, but you can come into one of these with pretty reasonable money. And end up with a lot of car, and I think that's what a lot of people are looking for, because then you get that 10-year warranty as well.
I've just been having a quick look around, and while you're fiddling around, reverse cameras, Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, digital display, heads up, it's got everything.
And you're getting a lot of car, and sure, this is not going to, you're not going to win Bathurst in this, let's be clear. You're not going to really set the world on fire. But if you are running around the suburb, you're just using it, this is your day-to-day car, which a lot of Australians are, that's what they want, that's what they need. it does everything.
And my initial thought, I straight away go to first-time drivers. I've just passed my test. I want to put my kids in something safe.
Look, that's it. And you are not, it's an easy car to drive. It's a very light car. It's very easy to steer, easy to see out of. So you're right, for a first driver and a young driver, even a new driver of any kind, it does it all. You've got all of the driver assistance technology. You've got a pretty solid safety platform. It's not going to get you into trouble. It's just a really easy, nice, comfortable car. And again, we're hitting some speed humps here. It settles nicely. There's plenty of room. You've got good storage. For 25 grand.
And you get pleather trim.
Look,
pleather interior.
It's actually quite comfortable.
Look, the comfort's not an issue. No, the whole round performance isn't an issue.
I think the thing is, when you are shopping on a budget and you want, what do you want if money is kind of a key thing for that purchase price, you want to know that you're going to be getting great value. So this thing with that 10-year warranty, with clear cap price servicing, you've got a lot of equipment, you can go in eyes open and say, that is good value. And kind of, you can't ask for any more than that. That really is the key for shopping in this kind of a segment. It may not be the fastest or the most dynamic, but for something that will give you good, reliable, cost-effective, high-value transport, something like this is really good.
Safely and comfortably getting you from A to B.
That's it, and really, that's kind of the crux of it all.
Because long gone are the times where you would be sceptical of a vehicle coming in at this price range.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing more and more of it. So you can comfortably go into your dealership and not be worried about being ripped off. I'm not getting half a car for 25 grand. No, you are getting a great car for 25 grand.
You've hit the nail on the head there. You can be confident in buying that you've got a car that comes with everything you need, and you're not being skimped on safety or even some of the standard technology like CarPlay and things. If you want to move up in the range, you get a sunroof, you get leather seats. So you get nice things, but the things that you really need are all available in those entry-level models, and that just makes so much sense.
Now, James, we've got a TV, but I'm not entirely sure why.
Well, this is the way I feel it's the best to kind of show rather than tell what we've got as the most affordable cars in Australia. Because, you know, we can talk about the entry point, small cars, but that doesn't suit everyone. So we figured we'd go through a list of common categories and say, where is the price entry point to get into where a lot of people in Australia are buying? So
I love a show and tell. I do love a show and tell.
Well, this is it. This is the most affordable car in Australia right now. It's the Kia Picanto. And you can get a Kia Picanto Sport Manual, so a self-shifter 3-pedal for $18,690 plus on-road costs, so under 20 grand.
That's a brand new car for under 20 grand. And it looks like a similar size. Remember the old smart car where you could park it nose into the curb?
Look, Picanto is actually bigger than you'd think. It's not a bad little thing, but that's a manual. So if you want the most affordable automatic, you've got yourself an MG3 Vibe. That's the new MG3, by the way, for $21,990 drive away. So you are on the road, out the door for under 22 grand with an automatic transmission.
How are they doing this?
This is the thing. Well, SUVs. The most affordable SUVs in Australia are the Cherry Tiggo 4 for $23,990 drive away, and also the Mahindra 3XO, same price. So again, compact SUV, you're sitting a little bit higher, it's got a little bit of practicality, bigger than the Picanto, only slightly, but again, huge value in that under $25,000 part of the market.
So they're kind of new to the market. Give us a size comparison. What would you put that against in similar size for people?
Mazda CX-3.
Mazda CX-3.
So for a car that people know. So that's where they sit. Now here we go, utes. The Lolux, right? We've all seen them sitting there at roadworks and things, but that is your most affordable way into a ute. It's a Toyota Hilux Workmate 2-wheel drive cab chassis, and it's $27,730 as a cab chassis. You don't get the tray for that. You've got to put the tray on the back, but you know, you may want a box, you may want something else, but there you go.
I mean, we're laughing at the professional photography in this part here, which is absolutely fantastic, but you're still getting a wonderfully reliable badge and a wonderfully reliable car in a Toyota for 28 grand.
Absolutely, and for a lot of working businesses, this is where you go. But popular utes is what we're talking about, is 4x4 double cabs. So your best way into a lifestyle ute, if you want to use that description, is the GWM Cannon Premium, which is the 2-litre version, but for $44.90 drive away.
I do like the look of this.
Well, they often have this on special for $39,990 drive away. So you do need to look around and watch the offers and things, but that is a lot of car for the money to have, you know, what is a very capable work and play vehicle.
Now, I've seen plenty of these on road, and what is it about them that just make you smile every time you see one?
It's that little face, right? You've got the eyes, the mouth, you know, you can't help but love them.
Little dimples, look at
This is it. Now, let's talk electrification. The most affordable electric car in Australia is the BYD Dolphin Essential, $29,990 plus on roads. I remember when we were saying, when electric cars drop below $40,000, everyone will have one. This is below $30,000. And look, it's like the Picanto. It's a compact hatchback. It's good for running around city. You've got all the mod cons that you need, enough range to do your shopping and school drop-off. But you can be in a fully electric car with a long warranty for less than 30 grand. That's pretty good.
It's incredible.
All right. 7 seats. So here we go. The Mahindra XUV 700. This is the most affordable way in for families on a budget, because you've got 3 rows, 7 seats in this thing, $39,990 drive away. So for under 40 grand, if you are a family buyer on a budget looking for a new car with a long warranty and some of the latest tech, this thing will get you there for under 40 grand.
This is amazing. 2 years ago, this seemed impossible to achieve.
Absolutely, and you're getting a pretty quality car these days. They've all got CarPlay in them, they've all got some driver assistance and safety technology. This is a pretty solid way, particularly if you're on a budget. It takes that question out of it. You don't have to think, oh, what happens if there's a major repair due down the line, because you've got a 7-year warranty on these. So the idea of being able to provide value for buyers, particularly family buyers, you've got some great options here for less than 40 grand. Now, here we go, plug-in hybrid. So another Chinese brand, the Chery Tiggo, and here's, take a breath before the name, the Chery Tiggo 7 Super Hybrid Urban is your most affordable way at $39,990 drive for a plug-in hybrid. Now, these are what we're seeing with some of these new plug-ins. You're able to get between 80 and 100 kilometres worth of electric driving range, plus you've got a petrol engine under the bonnet. So if you want a car, you can do your shopping and your groceries and the kids to school, plug it in at home. You're using no fuel during the week, but then when you've got to go and see Auntie Doreen in country New South Wales, you can hit the highway and you don't need to worry about charging and range and all that kind of stuff. And some of these can do 1,200 kilometres on a tank. So very, very efficient, very flexible vehicles. But for under 40 grand, you can be in one.
That's Sydney Melbourne with change.
That's it. And it does work. I did it in one recently. It's easy. The Suzuki Swift is the most affordable Japanese car. So we've talked about some of the Chinese brands. We've talked about Mahindra being an Indian brand. If you're looking for one of the Japanese brands, Suzuki, you can get into a Swift for $24,490 plus on-road costs. Not bad, little
Comes
hatchback.
with a good reputation, Suzuki too.
Really affordable car. It constantly wins most affordable car to own. So it's good on insurance and good on economy. Not a bad little city car. The most affordable European car. So if you want to, you know, flash a bit of badge cred, you need a Volkswagen Polo Life for $30,790. So you're not too far off that $30,000 mark, having a well-established European brand in the Polo. That's won a number of our Drive Car of the Year awards over the years. It's a really well-built little city car. So again, pretty affordable for the Polo. But we want something sporty, right?
Yes,
so
we
what
do.
is your doorway into sports cars in Australia right now? A Mazda MX-5, also manual, for $42,735. That's not that much money. That's the most affordable sports car and the most affordable convertible all in one for, smile on your face for less than 45 grand. That's not bad.
And there's a reason sports cars only have 2 seats, isn't there?
Well, you don't need any friends to come with you.
Nope, that's it. That's why the elite drive 2-seaters.
This is it. Now, if you want a bit of sports but performance, Australia V8s. That is your most affordable way into a V8 The Ford Mustang GT, also a manual, for $83,990. So a V8 has become a little bit more expensive than it used to be, but you're getting a manual transmission. It's a midlife crisis express, this car. This is perfect for us.
That's where my rabbit ears just popped up then, because I think every man should own a V8
they are
at
so
some
much
point
fun.
in your life.
They sound amazing. They're really fun. Yeah.
I want one of these. I've wanted one for a long time. Do you recommend it?
Oh, absolutely. You'll have a smile on your face all the time. It is, they're not the latest and greatest in terms of technology and refinement. They're American. It's like a hamburger, right? Like you just occasionally want a really good, juicy burger. That's what a Mustang is. Now, let's flip it around. We've gone through the most affordable cars in Australia. What about the least affordable car in Australia? Now, to be clear, there are a few off-menu options. So if you have an endless bank account, you can order and buy a Koenigsegg, you can buy a Pagani. But in terms of listed cars that are basically on the register of price points in Australia, this thing is the least affordable. So pick a number. Where do you reckon we're starting at for the SF90 XX Spider?
Well, this is your private collection. This is one of yours, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one's yours.
In that sort of size.
I love your colour combination. $1 million, just over $1 million bucks.
Just under two. $1.73 million before options and on-road costs. And options on a Ferrari, they are many and varied, and they are not inexpensive. The badges on the side you'll pay for. That special colour you'll pay for. The wheels you'll pay extra for. This is the top of the tree for Ferraris in Australia at the moment, but there's still more to add to it. So I would expect for you to pick it in that lovely blue, $2 million on the road at least, or enough for 100 Kia Picantos. Picantos for everybody.
Welcome back to Driving Value, and today we're diving into how Ollie can help you save tax on a new car. Bonnie, thank you for joining us once again to share some insights. Firstly, what are some of the biggest misconceptions people have about novated leasing?
At Ollie, we're really passionate about demystifying novated leasing. Now, traditionally, novated leasing was an employee benefit offered by big businesses and government. But Ollie is all about making novated leases accessible for the millions of people working at small and medium businesses. Now, Chris, it might sound complicated, but a novated lease is just a way of financing a car with one regular automatic payment straight from your salary each pay. By taking part of that payment before tax, this reduces your taxable salary and could save you thousands of dollars in tax every year. For eligible electric cars, the government's electric vehicle discount means the savings are even bigger. Ollie can take the entire payment before tax, which could mean even greater tax savings, well into the tens of thousands over a 5-year lease.
Sounds like a great way of driving value, but what about the ongoing driving costs? How do they work?
It can feel like there's a new car-related bill every week sometimes, right? What's great about a novated lease is that the regular payment is all-inclusive of the car and driving expenses, including registration, insurance, fuel, tyres, and servicing. This can mean easier budgeting, and because part of the payment is from before tax salary, maybe even some tax savings too.
We've spoke about obtaining an Ollie novated lease, but what about the other end? What happens at the end of your lease?
What's really cool is that there's flexibility when it comes to the end of lease. Customers can choose from 3 options. If you're upgrading to a new car, you can trade in the car and pay any amount owing, then take out a new lease for your new car to keep enjoying the tax savings opportunities and convenience. If you prefer to keep the same car, you can own it outright by paying the residual amount, sometimes known as the balloon payment. Alternatively, you can extend the lease, possibly even reducing the regular payments. The longer your lease runs, the smaller the residual payment tends to be too. The Ollie team will guide you through whichever option you choose.
Well, Bonnie, thank you so much for your wonderful knowledge. And if you want to know more about a novated lease, why don't you head on over to ollie.com.au to find out more.
Yes, on the Drive marketplace today, roughly about 25% of our Drive used vehicles around the 50K price point. So there's a lot of choice out there for buyers looking for a smart buying choice. So roughly 70% are still under manufacturer warranty. So what we found through surveys last year talking with our customer base was having a warranty was an important factor in their purchasing decision. So the 1 to 5 year range, there's a high volume of cars in that segment. It's roughly 75% of our current listings on Drive, and it's a real focus for our marketplace. And then 1 to 10, it climbs up to about 80%. So there's a lot of choice there in both the 1 to 5 year bracket and the 1 to 10 year bracket as well. So in the Euro brands, that luxury segment, we do see around 10 to 15% at the moment on the Drive marketplace that falls within that luxury car bracket. And the 50K bracket is a popular segment because it's typically that savvy buyer that's looking for a car maybe 1 to 2 years of age with lower kilometres, and they're often comparing potentially buying a brand new car versus what a car may be worth around that 2 to 3 year mark, where sometimes you've already seen the depreciation come off the car, and there's a great option for buyers out there in today's market. Yeah, so with a lot of those Euro brands, they've recently moved, a number of them moved from the 3 year warranty to the 5 year warranty. So we're now seeing on the Drive marketplace, over about 50% of those listings still have remaining warranty available to consumers. Yeah, so we see popular makes in that space, Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Lexus, Audi, Volvo. They tend to round out the top 5 at the moment on Drive marketplace for listings available and also demand from consumers in terms of inquiries to our dealer partners. Since the launch of Drive News in December 2024, we've seen really good growth in the news category. So it's up 40% through that period in the last 7 months. So it's really a lot of choice in that space with savvy buyers and smart buyers out there looking to buy a car that's still under remaining warranty, which is the key factor in that news segment.
Thank you for watching the second episode of Driving Value. Next week, we are jumping into the adventure space. Safety technology will be put under the microscope. Plus, we're going to talk about certified pre-owned vehicles. You're not going to want to miss this one. And remember, if you want to find out anything more about what you've seen on today's episode, head on over to drive.com.au. I'm Kris Smith, and we'll see you next time.
Thinking about buying your next car? Or make your first move a smart one and head to drive.com.au. You'll find thousands of new and quality used cars for sale, all in one location. Our Drive-built intelligence highlights the cars that are a great price today, so you don't miss out on a deal. Drive, the smarter way to find and buy your next car, all in one place. Find it, buy it, drive it at drive.com.au.